That could have been tragic.
We are on our way to Minneapolis at the airport.
The airport.
Didn't get to fill you guys in because I couldn't find my driver's license, but we did it. And we're here.
We're here. We made it. Just in line and enjoying the airport life.
Yes. Stay tuned. This is where we're going, folks.
Real quick, time for a little scoot break here. That's what the cool kids say when they ride scooters. We were in Minnesota for an amazing ARC launch conference, and it was great to hear from pastors like Jimmy Rollins and the Cass family from Echoes Church and the Woodwards from DC. It was an incredible time, just getting poured into, getting really solid information where Kristen and I actually, we felt stuck. Now we feel unstuck, and some kind of strategies when it comes to getting plugged in local high schools or facilities for church launching, to marriage in church planning, to next steps on what to do in our phase and stage of church planning, how to build a launch team, how to do setup and tear down, and all those things. And whether it's like the perfect thing, there's still going to be things that happen that get in the way of your amazing plan. But it helped us make a plan. So that was super encouraging. Our Scoot's a good time that you see in this video. Hope you enjoyed the vlog so far. Good morning.
Look how pretty that thing is. Try not to wiggle too much. We are on our way, where?
On our way to day 2 of ARC launch training.
We're gonna take you along the journey with us. We got some breakfast. Jen's coffee.
That could have been tragic. You win some and lose some, folks. I think I'm the only one that messed up their covers. Oh, that came off nicely.
Oh, forgiven.
These are nice.
Yeah.
I know you're full of faith. I know the Lord has given you a big vision and you think it's just going to happen. It's not just going to happen. We got to do the work. We have to prepare. We have to get ready. We want you to have big faith, right? But the Bible also says that faith without works is what? Dead. So when we're having this conversation about stewardship, I don't want you to think that it's an opposition to faith. Stewardship is not the opposite of faith. It's the infrastructure for your faith. It's the works that you're adding. We actually, in our church right now, are with our student ministry in a way that we haven't since the other side of COVID, and we completely changed our playbook to focus more on relational connection than anything else.
Yep.
So discipleship and worship and teaching are all still a part of it, but the focus is on relationally connected. We see this with Jesus, right? It shouldn't surprise us. When people grow relationally, they grow spiritually. And so I think people are hungry for that community and connection.
As the great and wise Andy Minnie would say, okay, we back in Centennial, happy to be home, happy to go through the craziness of the DIA airport. You know you're back home when you're back and you are seeing Big Blue, the horse out front, driving home. Now, we're here, we're cooking, we're getting ready for an amazing Bible study. Wednesday nights, we have Bible study in the Centennial area to get to know our community, love honor our community, and have great conversations in the gospel. We were discussing just the different variables of what Jesus did through the structure of prayer, through Sabbath, through healing from sin. We want to become more like Jesus, and we were diving into the Word, having a big discussion, like a big close, putting a bow on top of an amazing few weeks that we've had in this Bible study on this topic of practicing the way of Jesus.
Church. Sometimes.
Can we go back here? Because I like these parts.
Hey, just want to stop real quick and share this paid ad. Not really. This is not a paid ad. But I do want to share with you, we had a, hold on. By the way, this is 12:48 at night, folks. This is not in the daytime. This is nighttime where Christy rolls over to me and goes, hey, can you help me with something? And you have to say yes. Okay, so if you're in my position, all right, and married couples out there watching, you got to say yes, okay, husbands? But here is what was going on in this video. As you can see, Pastor Evan is preaching up a storm right now, and he is the lead pastor of Colorado Church, and we had an amazing opportunity to visit their church this past Sunday, and God just blew our minds, and we're still in awe of what he did. We had a great time. Their staff, their leadership, volunteers, does an incredible job of loving on first-time guests at their church. We felt loved on, cared for. Our kids got plugged in. They took us on a tour of the kids area, the whole church, meeting everybody. It was awesome. And at the end of the message, as they're praying, they called Christy and I up to the stage, and they prayed over us. It was a beautiful act of service and love to other local church planners and pastors in the community. But not only that, they had an act of generosity that blew our minds, and they gave to Humble Church. Their congregation gave to Humble Church. And it was so beautiful, and it spurred Chris and I on to make sure that Humble is a church that has radical generosity and servanthood that goes above and beyond. So we're so encouraged, and we're thankful for the leadership. And not only that, they turned over from Sunday to VBS that week to love on our kids, and it was phenomenal. Check 212-486. Who do we appreciate? Hey. Let's go. Let's think about this. Autism, Zion asked. We were at breakfast, and Zion asked me, what is autism? And I had a great conversation with him, sharing what I would at the moment think the best way to categorize autism was a way for him to see it as a strength of his, an ability to learn, and how his brain and how he processes probably at a more elaborate, fast-paced, slower, whatever it is, speed compared to normal functioning human being in society, that his superpower is to keep things in order, to think about things really specifically, to remember things. His brain is super smart and super intelligent. The way he processes is beautiful and it's different. So seeing this as a superpower and to be proud of who God has made him to be and what people would deem as a negative quality or a setback, that we're seeing it as a breakthrough for him to see what he has, but not let it to be a crutch for him, but to be an opportunity to really advance God's kingdom with it and to help others along in that journey that may have autism and that are learning. To help him navigate that at a young age, I think is beautiful. For him asking these questions is beautiful. And we're just slowly in the process, so we're learning too.
What did you learn?
I learned I love and I put my cars in order in containers, and I myself organize myself.
And what's it called?
And my superhero is that's my power.
And what's it called?
Autism.
And it's the coolest superpower, huh?
It's coolest superpower. Have fun on this video. Bye.